Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the African Allure Outdoors. You've seen the title description, blah, blah, blah. So this little video is about responsible hunting. So responsible hunting. Well, we should be using the absolute best premium equipment that we can afford. And each archer has got an individual budget. Some of us might not be able to afford the top-end stuff. But if you're hunting, there must be no compromise on the broadheads that you're using if you're bow hunting. You know, I don't care whether you use a mechanical or you use a fixed blade with replaceable blades, or you use a single bevel fixed blade, two broadhead, or it's got bleeders or whatever. But we owe it to those animals to use sharp blades. If you're using replaceable blades, then you replace those blades and you shoot with new blades. Those of you that are shooting fixed blades, you sharpen them up, you strop them until they are razor sharp. Your arrow components should be the best. You should be well practiced. You should know exactly how your bow performs at all the distances that you might be hunting at. Whether you're hunting at 5 yards or you're hunting at 100 yards. You need to know what your arrow is doing, where that arrow is landing. You need to know its potential benefit for penetration and a responsible and clean kill. I don't personally like the term ethical, because ethical is a very broad-based term that is probably quite more emotional than what we think. You know, people from different backgrounds have different levels of ethics. I think it should be responsible. We owe it to be responsible to the animals that we're hunting. We owe it to be responsible as a bow hunter or a rifle hunter or a spear hunter or what have you. We need to be responsible to the hunting community. And those of you that follow my channel know that I do a lot of bow hunting, and I try and promote good, ethical, clean kills. For me, what works are heavy arrows with fixed cut-on-contact broadheads, but it's not for everyone. You know, I don't care what brand broadhead you shoot. I don't care what brand bow you use. If it works for you, then it works. Use that bow. The other thing that I think we must also maybe just quickly discuss is the use of these things. This is probably the biggest disaster to the hunting industry, because often this is in the hands of an observer on a hunt, and they film things that maybe they shouldn't be filming. And what happens is they get sent around on message boards. They get sent around on personal messaging platforms, and eventually they end up on social media. And one doesn't always know what the background is to the story. You know, hunting is one of those professions, if you want to call it, where there is a big uncertainty of the outcome of what will happen there. And people do stupid stuff under pressure. You know, animals do get wounded. It's one of the bad things about our sport, but it happens. And you don't know what happens under those precious situations. You know, sometimes people will laugh because that's how they handle stress. Other people swear. We're just human, and it all depends on how you vent that pressure. Other people are as cool as a cucumber. But the fact of the matter is that if you get sent a bad video, or you think a video that is maybe irresponsible, don't forward it on. Don't share it with your mates. Keep it to yourself. Maybe send that person a message and say, listen, chap, you know, this video clip of yours might be misinterpreted by people out there. And this will have an impact on our sport, whether it be in the short term or in the long term. You know, one of the biggest driving components for these trophy bands around the world is, you know, we arm these guys with ammunition. Stuff does go wrong. And like any profession or any sport in the world, you have the bulk of the sport is actually pretty good, pretty honest, down to earth, law abiding citizen. And then you have this very small percentage of bad eggs. And those bad eggs are the ones that cause disaster for the rest of the industry. So guys, practice a lot. Be responsible. Be responsible towards the quarry you're hunting. Be responsible to yourself. Be responsible to your bow hunting community. And I'll leave this with this message this week. Practice lots. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're sending out there. And most of all, be safe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.